Today we're going to do an anatomy of a small deal versus a tiny deal based on the board game Cashflow. If you're not familiar with the board game Cashflow, created in part by Robert Kiyosaki, it's like, Monopoly on steroids as far as board games go, of that nature, a business board game. And in this Cashflow board game, you start out in the rat race. Everybody starts out in the rat race. And they're big deals and they're small deals. That's how you get out of the rat race into the fast track. Big deals are anything that requires $6,000 or more in cash. Small deals are anything that requires $5,000 or less in cash. But I've added some distinctions to it. So we're talking about small deals and tiny deals for the sake of this video. Small deals, once again, $5,000 and under. And tiny deals, we're putting at $2,000 and under. And I got to watch people walking by because I got two dogs that don't like strangers. The quickest way to get out of the out of the rat race, according to the Cashflow game, is doing a series of small deals. But I'm taking it a little bit further than that. I'm saying if you concentrate on tiny deals, you can get out of the rat race even faster. So all this wood here, thus today's topic, an anatomy of a tiny deal or a small deal, is, like I said, I got to watch. I got two killer chihuahuas here, but they don't like strangers walking by the property. All right, they're in the back. Okay, all right, let me do this before they come. This will be a 64 square foot tiny place. I don't like to call them tiny houses because the word house is regulated. You're looking at the floor. This is half the floor right here. 8 feet long by 4. 8 by 4. Tongue and groove. $30 a sheet. That's how much I paid for that. $30 a sheet. So it's $60 for my floor. This is the subfloor. This is the subfloor. These two pieces here. These pieces here, plywood. And we got some hidden behind this right here. I'm cleaning the house out too. I'm making this house, the big house, into an Airbnb guest house. But that's another video. Behind that, we got about 4 or 5 more sheets. So the walls and things like that. $3, $4. These will be the joist and the studs. These will go under the subflooring here. I plan on putting mine on casters, but I did buy here come the dogs. Okay, in the house. And the other one's out here. All right. Hey. Yeah, I gotta let these dogs in. Okay. Okay. All right, so I've got the option of putting these on deck blocks. And the reason, because once you put these buildings on a permanent foundation, then your de facto partner becomes the local government. They're going to assess it and tax it. I don't want that. So I want buildings that are mobile. So I can place them on there. That's a temporary structure. But I think I'm going to put mine on casters. Okay, here's the other one. All right. Come on. Let's go. All right, come on. Let's go. All right, so we'll probably build this whole thing for, it'll be under $2,000. Under $2,000. So it'll be in between, for the sake of this video, a tiny deal. You know, and if we can do these, crank these out, if I get a team of people about, one a day, we might start out one a week, and we're talking about a 5-day week, but I think we can, if I get enough people, because I believe is the best thing to do is put a team together, knock it out. All right, well, that about does it for this. Once again, an anatomy of a small deal, a tiny deal. If you haven't already, check out the board game Cashflow. Go online and read Robert Kiyosaki's book. He's got a whole series of books. I suggest start out with Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's not his first book, but that's the first book in the Rich Dad series. Like I said, overall it doesn't cost a whole lot. Like I say, this is the floor right here. These two 8x4s. That's my subfloor. And joists, studs, walls, roof. Not rocket science. Okay, now remember, subscribe. I do my videos quick and dirty. Subscribe, they'll get better. And there'll be different people in it, and then you'll see our projects in the works. All right, have a good one.